And welcome everyone, and welcome aboard. And here we are at Survivor Series, and check out that arena if you have not seen it as we panned into our first matchup. We have 7 stacked matches here tonight in our second really cross-brand event.
Introducing first, from San Jose, California, Bayley!
And so here we go. We have the women's elimination match up first. So, women are kicking things off here at Survivor Series. We are back outside. I don't think we've had an outdoor arena. I feel like we have, but my brain has just gone to crap at this point. But either way around, if you are new to the channel, welcome aboard. I'm Christina, aka The Variety Nerd. We are in our NXT Universe mode. We are at our second cross-brand event. The first one was Money in the Bank. We are going to do the Royal Rumble as our cross-brand event as maybe our last one. I don't know. We're going to find out. But either way around, we are kicking things off with the Women's Survivor Series elimination style matchup. So 4 women on either team have to be eliminated in order to, well, lose the match or win the match in some cases. Oh, this is going to be a very weird entrance, that's for sure. But either way around, if you're new, welcome. If you are not new, welcome back. I'm excited as crap for this match. Okay, so we still got all the blue lights, and Jesus take the wheel, my eyes hurt just like looking at this. We are at an outdoor arena, so I'm really excited about that. I was kind of inspired actually from like the Southpaw DLC, but I didn't want to use that arena, and like for some reason we could not recreate it for whatever reason and create an arena. So I got the next closest thing to it, and I think it turns out okay. So we got some real Florida vibes going on here. Or really anything that's more beachy, I would say, probably. So yeah, definite Florida, maybe Cali vibes, something like that. So, keeping things outdoors and bright. The sun is setting for that aesthetic. But if you are returning, thank you so much for all the support. And just in general, new, old, returning, incoming subscribers, please subscribe, please, please, please. Just, throwing that out there. But I'm excited as crap for this event. We got 7 completely stacked matchups, 4 of which are going to be our champion versus champion matchups. And then, of course, our 3 elimination style matches with the tag team division having one, where it's tag team versus tag team versus tag team versus tag team.
California, Candice, LeRae!
And so we are kicking things off with the Raw women's match, of course, up first. I'm debating, I'm like, should I just leave all these entrances in? But here we are. I mean, these elimination matchups are going to take us some time, as we saw in the last TakeOver event, which we've had TakeOver Melbourne, we've had TakeOver I'm like, wait, we had TakeOver Australia. No, that was Melbourne. That was our TakeOver event. We also had TakeOver Blackpool and Brooklyn, and we also had the Money Bank special. So I think this is our 5th special since we started this series, like, way back ago. I'm like, when the heck was our, like, actual thing? Oh my god, I'm losing it. We have like 3 different series going on right now on the channel.
And their partner, from San Diego, California, Jax!
Like I was saying, we have 3 total series going on right now, so it's sometimes hard to, like, keep track a little bit, just in general, but I hope that everyone's been enjoying the series so far, and just in general universe mode, because our first video really was the draft, which was way back, like a little while ago, I think. It's got to be at least February or March, right? I'm pulling things up and fact-checking, by the way, as we're going along. It says January 26, 2020, so there we go. Somehow that one got 150 views, or close enough to it. It's like 146, so I definitely appreciate it, for sure. But yeah.
And their opponents, first, from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks!
But our very first episode of Universe Mode didn't really show up until, like, a little bit after that, I think, because I remember how painstaking it took me to, like, actually edit down the intro and stuff for the first time around. But our first episode was on February 5th, so we've been at this for for 3 months now, almost 4. Well, almost starting to 4. And we've also made it to a full year on the channel, so really this whole series has just been one of my longer running series, which it doesn't happen too often. Usually my series that I have on here last no longer than like a month or two at a time, minus, of course, I believe House Flipper, probably, and also my Sims challenge that I just wrapped up like beginning of this month, and now we're starting a brand new one. So lots of new mixing in with some of our older series and all that kind of stuff. But we've got some fresh faces here on tonight's show that we haven't really seen. And I think that's what's going to make it much more interesting, or at least we haven't seen too much
New
of.
Zealand, Dakota Kai.
So I'm really excited to see where this is going to pan out. Just in general, again, we have lots of faces that we either haven't seen really on the series or like even way back at Money in the Bank, like that sort of thing. Like for example, Dakota Kai, I feel like she was definitely somewhere in there, like in the ladder match or something. But this is the first time that we're going to be seeing a lot of these fresh faces here on a Survivor Series or a longer special like this, such as Dakota Kai or like a Candice or LeRae. Candice LeRae, oh well, I mean, it was close enough to where it didn't sound like total garbage. But yeah, Candice LeRae, for example, Bayley we don't see a whole lot of. And I don't know, I'm excited for this one. I'm excited to see the crossover event happen. And some potential dream matchups that we could always get in the near future.
Coast, Australia, Toni Storm.
I mean, even if you look at this lineup alone with all eight of these women in here, like imagine like a Dakota Kai versus Naomi, or like a Toni Storm versus Bayley, like something crazy like that. And so that's kind of what my logic was when I was, trying to get these together. Now, if you want extra insight as to how these teams got together, you might want to watch some of the bonus matches that we've had. Again, my accent's slipping in there. But yeah, you'll want to check out the bonus content that we had. We had like 4 bonus mini episodes that are probably no more than 20 minutes each, if I remember correctly. Maybe one of them was a half an hour long, I think. But no more than that, honestly. And that'll give you some insights to how we got to this point with the elimination style matches in particular. And just kind of determining those sorts of things one match at a time.
And their partner, from Venice, California, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey.
But no, I'm really excited to see these the elimination matches especially, just because of the breadth of talent that are, well, in these matches. But like, for example, even in our main event, like there's a number of people that we haven't seen since I did the experiment of having both Raw and NXT, and then I realized like I wanted to just scale things back a little bit. But here we go, Bayley and Sasha Banks kicking things off here. Very, very fitting. These two know each other quite well. Nia Jax, it's very fitting that she's kind of staying back from everybody. But here's the thing, as soon as all 4 women on one side are eliminated, whoever is left on the winning team, they will be the sole survivors. In some cases, it's possible where you could have all 4 women or all 4 members of one team not even suffer a, pinfall or submission, so the whole team could be in there. Or you could always have a sole survivor, or, 2 people could be, 3 people could be left, all that kind of good stuff, right? Right. And so, in our tag team elimination match in particular later on in the evening, it's actually going to be like a fatal 4-way elimination style matchup, as opposed to this traditional 8-person tag team matchup. But then, of course, our men's match will look like this, where 4 people versus 4 people. The tag team division, nobody can get along for the love of any of them, and so they are just doing a fatal 4-way elimination style matchup. But Bayley, huge move right there. I realize I probably spent a lot of time just kind of reflecting on everything, but it's like, not too many series can go like 3 months and like still gain, y'all's y'all's attention and stuff. And I hope that everyone's been enjoying this, just the series in general. It's been a journey, to say the least. I mean, God, look at how many friggin' episodes that we're at right now. Oh my God. Bayley, trying to make her way out of the ring, but Candice LeRae getting in there. I'm pretty positive we just hit, what, how many episodes? Not long ago. I feel like we made it to like at least 25. Yeah, we made it to 25 episodes. I believe that was last week. Yeah, we made it on May 15th, so exactly 1 week ago we hit episode number 25, which is still crazy to me if you really think about it. I might do a separate playlist to have all the major shows like Money in the Bank and TakeOver and stuff like that, just so that way you all have a one-stop shop of the big shows. Alright, I don't know what happened there. So, like I was saying, we are going to get another playlist as to what all is included in the major shows, and I can always go back, and I'm already seeing the Money in the Bank one from like 3 months ago. I didn't even have the match card in there, which is kind of dumb on my end, but here we are either way. But yeah, it's really crazy to see how, like, it's kind of been very up and down. But it's like I've been learning a lot of things along the way as we've been kind of going through this crazy universe mode series. But it's good to see that it's at least, like, being pretty consistent, like you all are watching this. And it's exciting, to be completely honest. And I, quite frankly, enjoy it. And that's what matters, is that, like, if I'm enjoying it, you all are enjoying it. It's a healthy medium. But, anyway around, we've got quite a stacked show up, just in general here tonight. And just the crazy build has been well crazy, to say the least. And Dakota Kai in right now for Team NXT, Candice LeRae in for Team Raw. It's going to be quite interesting. Quite interesting indeed. Yeah, let's hope that this does not go to what? Oh god. TakeOver Melbourne was literally about nearly 3 hours long, so I'm kind of anticipating this to be 3 hours long. Also, a bit of a full disclaimer, we may have to have this recorded in 2 sittings just because of the length, but Ronda Rousey is in the ring right now with Candice LeRae. Again, we got these elimination style tag team matches. I kind of made the verdict not too long ago that we were just going to honestly just have the matches. Now, what I'm thinking of doing, so first and foremost, we're going to stop the series once we get to WrestleMania or whatever that takeover may be. It'll be like a WrestleMania themed event. I don't think it's going to go cross-brand, because if it goes cross-brand, it's going to have to go to like 2 parts probably. And honestly, we're not as invested as we are with our NXT brand, am I right? Right. So we'll see how it goes, quite honestly. We'll have that verdict once we get to that point. But for Royal Rumble, it's going to be pretty stacked just in general. But Candice LeRae going in for the tag, and she gets in there to I almost said Team Captain Bayley, but I know she's not the team captain, it's Nia Jax. Originally, the team captain was going to be none other than Charlotte Flair, but of course she got taken out by Nia Jax. And so that's how Sasha Banks became the team captain. And then that's how Dakota Kai got into the matchup, was because of a last chance Survivor Series qualifying matchup. So it's going to be interesting to see how both of these teams kind of mesh and meld together, to say the least. Ronda Rousey, huge German suplex onto Bayley right there. Kind of needing a big win. Just in general, just needing the big win right here. So yeah, I may have to record this in separate sittings, so just let you all know about that ahead of time. So here we are, but I'm excited. I like doing these larger specials, but yeah, our last special was a couple weeks ago, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right, because it was like right around my birthday that we did that one. So yeah, oh god, it was back. That doesn't sound right. Like, that does not sound right. I feel like we definitely had one more before that, but I'm not 100% sure. And Ronda Rousey kicking out at 2, escaping elimination. No, I definitely feel like we had another takeover. I know we had Brooklyn, Blackpool, and Melbourne. Then we also had Alright, that one's deleted. That one's a duplicate. Sorry, everyone. I'm, like, actually, like, just trying to clear out this stuff to, like, make sure that my commentary is accurate, you know, fact-checking in real time, that sort of thing. But, no, I'm excited. I genuinely am. Yeah, we had Money in the Bank, which was our first of 2/3 because Royal Rumble's a thing. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at. Naomi is in a bit of a tough situation. Ronda Rousey with a huge slam right there. Looks like she might be trying to get somebody in for her team, or from her team. And the team captain, Sasha Banks, is in the mix right here. Yeah, so we had TakeOver Brooklyn, which was quite cool and exciting. But Naomi going right after Sasha Banks right here tonight. And yeah, we had a pretty stacked show just in general. So that was a great time. That was indeed a great time. But yeah, we had TakeOver Brooklyn, then we had TakeOver Melbourne next, I think, which sounds about right. No, that was Blackpool. I almost keep forgetting that Blackpool existed because it was very much like a in-between sort of special almost. I don't even know if that's even the right wording I want to use because I enjoy these specials quite a bit, so there you have it. But here we go. Usually we have about like 8 matches, but tonight we have to go to 7 because of these elimination style matches, because as we saw at our last event with Melbourne, yeah, that was a fun time. That was a fun time. But either way, Naomi going for the cover. And Sasha Banks kicking out at 2. It's been a wild roller coaster just to get to this particular special as well. But Sasha Banks is looking for it here. And she hits the bankrupt on Naomi. And again, 7 matchups means that there can't be a tie as far as I know, unless if shenanigans happen, which let's just hope that shenanigans do not happen. Oh, God. This is going to be quite interesting. This is going to be quite interesting to say the least. But Naomi's getting back into this slowly but surely, just getting her way back into this matchup just in general. Hopefully she can get a tag into her partners, and Sasha Banks kicking out of the corner. Very smart strategy, slap to the face, but Naomi's looking for something here. Oh, and a huge kick right to the back of the head from Naomi. Sasha Banks might be feeling the glow here tonight. Yeah, we had a crazy elimination style matchup last time. But no, this is actually our second outdoor arena show. The last one was at Melbourne. So there you have it. And it looks like Toni Storm is now in for Team NXT. Naomi's in for Team Raw, which is quite great. We're gonna see how this pans out, to say the least. Alright, here we go. Naomi dragging out Toni Storm over into the corner, but Storm is powering out of it. Will it be Toni time, or will she feel the glow? We're about to find out sooner rather than later here tonight. And of course, if you hear helicopters in the background, that is just the background. That's just IRL stuff happening IRL. Don't know how else to word it. But it looks like Naomi's getting a little fatigued. Might want to think about getting one of her tag team mates in there. Just one of her teammates into this matchup. And a huge punch from Naomi. Followed up by a Hurricane Rana. Let's see what happens. Naomi kicking something. I don't know who she was going after there, who she was trying to go after, I should say. Going back into the corner. And Candice LeRae is into the matchup. And what in the world did we just see? I don't know. What is going on the outside of the ring? But Candice LeRae going in for the cover. And Toni Storm kicks out. Sasha Banks, I don't know what was going on with Sasha, but she's back in this. But she saved, you know, she went in there. Took one for the team, that sort of thing. You know, breaking things up like a team captain should be. Candice LeRae, of course. And Toni Storm bringing in Ronda Rousey. Getting that tag in. Oh, and Ronda Rousey misses the strike. Candice LeRae going right after Rousey. Referee was kind of in the way, but like at least didn't get knocked over like he usually does. What's going on over here? I don't like this. I don't like this. Oh, and a huge spinning neck breaker right from the top rope. What? And the first one eliminated is Ronda Rousey. Candice LeRae pinned Ronda Rousey. God dang it, frickin' production crew. For frickin'... Is that a new thing? I don't know. So yeah, again, full disclaimer, I may have to actually record this in 2 sittings because at the time of recording this match, right at this moment, it is approximately 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 9 p.m. Central Time. I am in the Eastern Time Zone in my state. We have 2 different time zones, so just, you know, that's a thing. I'm about, like, maybe an hour away at most from, like, the next time zone over, so just putting that into perspective. But either way, Dakota Kai getting into the matchup after Sasha Banks kind of got something in there. Team Raw has 4-on-3 advantage. Again, Bayley getting right back into this against Dakota Kai. Definitely a matchup that I would personally like to see one-on-one. But this is close. We're going to get to it for now. Bayley, huge scoop slam. But yeah, I hope everyone's staying safe, staying healthy, and enjoying the show thus far, even with my incessant rambling. I feel like sometimes I just need to just start a podcast or something. I don't know. I've probably got a bunch of things going on at this point, for all I know. I don't know at this rate what I'm even doing, but it's fine. Neck breaker onto Dakota Kai. And again, I've intentionally set up these matches, the elimination style ones, to where there aren't any countouts, so you're welcome. And as you can see, that empty commentary table, you can see that they clearly didn't want me, so they just gave me my own commentary table. So there you that's where we're at tonight. And Sasha Banks getting the tag in, and Bayley is not wanting to do anything with Sasha, and this is quite interesting. Bayley going for strikes, Sasha counters. What is Sasha looking for here? What's the team captain up to? Notice how Nia Jax, I don't think, has even been in the match, unless if I've just been that out of it. But Banks going for the cover on Bayley. Can Banks even up the odds for Team NXT? And Bayley kicks out. Raw still has the 4-on-3 advantage, but I think Sasha might be looking for something here. These two know each other inside and out. And Sasha Banks, backstabber. And right into the bank statement, but of course getting the rope break right there. Smart ring awareness from Bayley. Where did Dakota Kai go? Like, she's not up there. Like, Toni Storm is really holding down the fort tonight, along with Sasha Banks, but Sasha's got the guillotine locked in. Oh, there's Dakota Kai. Hi, Dakota. Nice of you to join us. Will Bayley tap out, or will she get out of this somehow? And it looks like Bayley is onto something here, going right into that bridge to escape the hold. Oh, and Bayley with an attempted German, but Sasha lands right on her feet, going for the cover. And Candice LeRae breaking things up. What a smart strategy. Nia Jax, I don't think, has been in this match, like, at all, unless if I've missed something. But Sasha Banks is going for the bankrupt once again. Wise strategy, trying to get Bayley away from the ropes. Very smart strategy right there. Going for the cover onto Bayley. Can Sasha even things up for Team NXT? And Candice LeRae breaking things up once again for Team Raw. Definitely the real team player over there for Team Raw. And that is why Team Raw is up 4-3. Can NXT bounce back? We're gonna see. Huge Hurricane Rana from Banks onto Bayley. And once again, trying to keep her into the corner. Very smart strategy. Bayley escaping the corner. Huge clothesline right there. Who's Bayley going to tag in? And she tags in Naomi again. Raw's women's tag team, Raw's Survivor Series team, is up 4-3. Can NXT bounce back, or will Raw continue to reign over them? Well, we're going to see. Or will they just reign over them in general? We haven't decided who's reigning over whom yet. Banks and Naomi. Very interesting matchup here. It's going to be quite interesting to see if someone's going to feel the blow or otherwise. What's Naomi looking for here? The athleticism of Naomi is just incredible, beyond belief. Definitely just incredible. And Naomi going for the cover. And Banks kicks out right as Toni Storm tries to break things up. I don't know who's more of a team player, Sasha, Banks, Toni Storm, or Candice LeRae here tonight. But Banks going after Naomi right there. Naomi with a huge punch, countering. Another counter from Banks. What is Banks looking for here? Trying to keep her in the corner. That is a smart strategy. And Banks tagging in Dakota Kai. Oh, and a Hurricane Rana right into a power bomb. Dakota Kai is in this matchup right here tonight. Naomi counters. Punch to the face. Oh, and oh god, that could be it for that could definitely be it for Dakota Kai. And Naomi going for the cover, smart strategy, keeping her in that corner. And Dakota Kai somehow powering out of that move right there. Bayley back inside the ring. She's to get out before that 5 count. Oh, counter from Kai. What is she looking for here? Alright, huge kick to the face. But Naomi kips back up. She's definitely starting to feel the glow now, but Dakota is slowing the glow as much as she can. Huge counter. Alright, Irish whip into the corner. Oh. Oh, jeez. Naomi's looking for something here. Trying to get her into that corner. Smart strategy. Naomi's looking for something here. I don't know what she's looking for. Oh, and that huge kick once again. But Dakota Kai getting back up. Fireman carry. Oh, right to the leg. And Dakota Kai right here. Oh, and a huge punch right to Dakota Kai. And Naomi, arm breaker right onto Dakota. Again, Raw's up 4-3. Oh, and the rear view. Once again on Dakota Kai. Going for the cover. Not so smart strategy considering that's in her own corner. And Sasha Banks saving Dakota Kai right there. But Candice LeRae with the neck breaker onto Sasha Banks as Banks rolls out of the corner. Dakota Kai countering once again. Dakota Kai trying to prove why she belongs in this matchup as a last-minute addition onto the team. Definitely proving herself quite a bit here tonight. Could this be all the momentum that Dakota needs? Has Nia Jax been in this match yet? Because I'm pretty convinced that she hasn't. And hey, if we gotta divide this up into 2 nights or 2 parts, I'm cool with it. But Dakota Kai going to the corner with a flurry of punches right there. 7, 8, 9 punches, and 10. What a showing right there. Oh, and Naomi, huge drop kick. I think she's looking for a tag, but also not. Maybe she's thinking like she has this, but in a tag team predicament. Oh, and another rear view onto Dakota Kai from Naomi. Holy crap. Sasha Banks is still outside. Oh, and Toni Storm not only takes out Candice LeRae, but breaks things up for Dakota Kai. And Nia Jax dropping down. Bayley is not looking good either. These women are tired, maybe minus Nia Jax, because either I have to watch back and figure things out or whatever, but I don't think Nia Jax has been in this matchup yet. But Dakota Kai kick, captain of Team Kick, but not the team captain of NXT. But a huge power bomb right from Dakota Kai onto Naomi. Naomi trying to just scratch and claw towards her corner. We're going to see if Naomi actually makes it. And she gets the tag into a very fresh Nia Jax, and I think Dakota Kai might be in trouble here. Bayley's the only one in Team Raw's corner still standing, at least for the time being. Huge punch from Nia Jax. Just getting tossed around the ring like a rag doll. This be the opening that Team Raw needs, with a very fresh captain of Team Raw, Nia Jax, entering into the mix. I mean, they already have the numbers advantage. And Kai kicking out right there from the corner. I swear to God, we're alright. We are alright over here, just some production concerns. Nia Jax going for something, and a huge backbreaker onto Dakota right there. Could that be the opening that her team needs to start to eliminate the rest of Team NXT? Well, we're going to find out. Slowing things down, very smart strategy, but Dakota Kai clearly not backing down from anybody in this matchup here tonight. And I think Nia Jax might be looking for something. She might be looking for something. Oh, and a huge fall-away slam right there. Nia Jax wisely slowing down the pace that Dakota Kai needs to quicken up, or fast, you know, get everything quick. That's where we're at. But I think she's looking for it. I think she's looking for it. Oh, and a huge, huge kick right onto Nia Jax, sending her across the ring. Could this be it? Could this be the moment that she needs? And Nia Jax kicking out. What does Team NXT have to do to pull off the win right here? Maybe even get back into the game. But Nia Jax wisely getting in a fresh partner, or at least a fresher partner. Naomi is back in here. Huge bulldog onto Dakota Kai. Dakota Kai's been really, you know, pushing it these last few minutes here. Major brownie points for her and for the strong showing that she's had here tonight. And a huge side Russian leg sweep. Naomi kips up once again. Naomi catching her with another bulldog, and she hits it. What's Naomi looking for here? And she hits her with another kick once again. Oh! That was a very cool move from Naomi right there. That could be it. That could very well be it. Can Naomi eliminate another person off of Team NXT? And Dakota Kai kicks out at 2. Naomi clearly distressed as to what's going on here tonight. And Dakota Kai gets Naomi into the corner, but Naomi counters out. And Naomi goes for that cover, but it's broken up. Team NXT trying to hang in there. They're just trying to hang in there. What's going on over here? Looks like Dakota Kai is trying to push out of it. And Dakota Kai once again on the offense. Naomi trying to go outside the ring, but there are no countouts in these elimination matches, I think. So, there you go. Looks like they're just ducking each other, but Naomi's getting fed up with it real fast. But she gets the upper hand, I think, right here. Naomi, huge suplex. Dakota Kai is not looking too good, but Naomi's not looking much better either. Naomi wisely trying to drag Dakota Kai back into her corner, but Dakota kicking out of the corner. And Dakota Kai trying to get Naomi back into her corner as well, but the referee was kind of in the way for like a cup of coffee. And Sasha Banks wisely getting herself in there, trying to be the fresher of the two, or of the, of the two, really. Toni Storm's been out of the match for a little while, so she would be considered pretty fresh, I would say. But Sasha Banks, the team captain, taking one for the team right here, as you can sort of see. And Sasha Banks, what is she looking for right here? What is she looking for? I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Oh, and a DDT onto the apron from Banks onto Naomi. And the crowd is saying that this match is awesome, and I 100% agree with y'all on that one. I 100% agree. This match has been awesome, to say the least. These women are putting everything that they have into this matchup, and I couldn't be any more proud. I really couldn't. I've been enjoying the crap out of this matchup. Candice LeRae back into this against Sasha Banks, NXT's team captain. I swear it sounds much better now that I'm actually like into this, but she hits the moonsault right there. I'm pretty positive it goes under a different name, but my brain is just like poop. And Sasha Banks kicking right out of it. Holy crap. Holy crap. Candice LeRae getting her right into the corner. It looks like Naomi's just trying to regroup outside the ring. That is a wise strategy. Oh, and almost punching Bayley. Sasha Banks taking advantage of the slip up right into a DDT. Banks trying to get her a little bit closer to her corner, but of course, not 100% there. And a 1 count. A 1 count. A 1 count, people. A 1 count. Just a 1 count. Banks locking it in. Candice LeRae kicking, or at least pushing right out of it. What a matchup. What a showing. What an absolute showing from all 8 of these women here. Candice LeRae going for it again. And the moonsault that I feel like has a different name, but I can't remember the name offhand. Like, does that make any sense what I'm trying to get across here tonight? And Candice LeRae has been cleaning house here tonight. Because she not only took out Ronda Rousey, but now also the team captain of NXT, Sasha Banks, is 4-2, Raw's up, with all 4 members still somehow left in this match. 2 NXT's 2 members left of just Dakota Kai and Toni Storm. But Candice LeRae, arguably the MVP of this matchup. Along with the NXT MVP, arguably Dakota Kai. Huge showings from all these women here tonight, that is for certain. Dakota Kai stomping away at Candice LeRae. And tagging in the, I would say, probably one of the freshest people in this matchup. Toni Storm and LeRae are in this now. Holy crap. This matchup has turned out to be quite interesting, to say the least. And Toni is going for something here. She's going to the top turnbuckle. Oh, and Candice LeRae moving out of that leg drop. Oh, and LeRae gets out of it. I think she's going for a fresh person here, or at least a relatively fresh person. She's going to her corner, But who is she going to get in? I guess no one. She's thinking, if I want to do this, I'm going to do it myself. And I kind of don't blame her, but also you have 3 fresh partners ready to go. Oh, and a huge move here from Candice LeRae. Could this be a 3rd elimination for her, or not really? No. Toni Storm gets out of that move right there. Yeah, that octopus stretch. Or some version of an armbar. One of those variations. My back hurts, I'm not going to lie. The rate we're going at with the elimination matches, this is going to have to go into 2 parts. I'm convinced of it. But here we go. Oh! And ducking everything right there. Candice LeRae wisely going for the cover in her own corner. What a match we have been witnessing here tonight, everyone. What a match. What a match. That's all I gotta say. Fans are definitely into it. I'm very much into it. I know I sounded rambly at the very beginning, but that's because we're reflective. That's how we are. What is Candice LeRae? Is she going for that neck breaker once again? And she hits that neck breaker off the top rope. Can Candice LeRae pick up a 3rd elimination here tonight? And Toni Storm kicks out. Oh my god. This has been a crazy match. I'm not even joking. This has been a crazy good match. Oh. Oh, and Storm counters. Clothesline onto Candice LeRae. Can Dakota Kai and Toni Storm come back from this 2-4 deficit here? We're going to find out. Or will Team Raw just prove to be as dominant as they've been showing here tonight? But Team NXT has not been going out easy, to say the least. Well, maybe Ronda Rousey kind of went out a little easier, but you know what? Like, the first elimination is always the hardest. Candice LeRae crawling to get into that corner. Who is she going to maybe tag in? And Dakota Kai preventing that tag. LeRae with a huge counter. Again, the first elimination is always the toughest, just in general. And Dakota Kai is slowing the pace down a little bit. Headlock takedown. Oh, and a counter rolling right out of that. Very smart strategy. Naomi trying to will in Candice LeRae over to the corner. And Naomi is back inside the match. Candice LeRae trying to regroup a little bit here. But Dakota Kai stops that momentum. Oh, and a huge kick. What a combination from Dakota Kai. What a showing from Dakota Kai, just period. Can we talk about this for a second? She's had one heck of a showing these last several weeks here on NXT. I think we're seeing that come to fruition here tonight. Definitely something to consider when we're looking at the women's division just in general. And getting picked up not too long ago in a free agency hirings when that was all going down. And of course, we got some action spilling out to outside of the ring between Dakota Kai and Naomi. And Naomi with a punch. Oh! Dakota Kai has Naomi where she wants her, slowing the pace down quite a bit, making sure that Naomi doesn't have that speed advantage to her. Oh, and right into the steps. Holy crap. What? This match has been crazy, to say the least. This matchup by far has been quite crazy. Jesus, I'm so sorry for, like, yawning. My apologies right there. But here we are, people. Here we are. We have this crazy matchup to kick things off. And yes, this is only match number 1 out of 7. Naomi with that athleticism once again on the outside of the ring with that very unique head scissor takedown. Dakota Kai fighting back. Again, there are no countouts. But if there were countouts, I'm pretty positive that both of these women would be out by this point. But here we are, people. We are into this very first matchup here tonight, here on our NXT Survivor Series sort of special here in Universe Mode, I should say. Alright, can everybody get back inside the ring? Alright, thank you for getting back inside the ring. I appreciate it. Now that I say that, now that I said something. There you go. Now that I've actually said something, what is Candice LeRae doing? Oh, I think she just ran into Nia Jax. And then right into the steps. This has gotten personal, people. This has gotten very personal. Huge kick. And another huge kick from Dakota Kai. What a night, people. What a night. And here we go. Here we go. Huge kick from Dakota Kai. Y'all realize that you gotta get back inside the ring at some point in order to pick up a pinfall or a submission, right? Right. Well, let's hope that they recall that. And it looks like Dakota Kai sending Naomi back inside the ring. How much did these two alone have left? Because we've been seeing these two fighting quite a bit in this match. To be, let's be real. Naomi, huge move right there, and punching Dakota Kai. Naomi wanting to keep things outside the ring. Dakota Kai wants to keep things inside the ring. Very interesting developments here on the show. And right into that apron, and ouch. I am in pain just watching that. I'm not even joking. Dakota Kai trying to bring things back inside the ring once again, and she successfully does that. Naomi rolling outside the way. Oh, and the rear view once again from Naomi. What a showing from Dakota Kai tonight, no matter what happens. And Toni Storm making the save once again, making sure that her partner is still in this matchup for the team. Again, 4-on-2. Raw's got all four of their women in still, whereas NXT, Dakota Kai and Toni Storm are still remaining for the team. This is so interesting on so many levels. Right, Dakota Kai is looking for something. I can sense it. There she goes! Oh, and a huge kick right to Naomi. Could this be the opening that Team NXT needs? Could this be the opening? And Dakota Kai going for a cover. And Naomi somehow kicking out. Oh my god. What a match this has been, people. What a match. Oh, Naomi's kicking. She's looking for something. She might be looking for something here. She's looking for some kind of a powerbomb, I think? No. Oh, right to the turnbuckle. Oh, boy. Dakota Kai with another counter. I mean, no matter what happens, there's no denying that Dakota Kai, this was kind of like her breakout match, I would argue, here on the channel. I think we've kind of decided that. Dakota Kai might be looking for something here. Can she hit a move and bring it to 3-2? We're going to find out. Oh, and a huge move right there from Dakota Kai. And Dakota Kai gets an elimination onto Naomi, bringing things down to 3-2 again. Trying to pluck away at that deficit, but Candice LeRae right back into it. Holy crap. What a match, people. What a match. This has been a match. This has been quite a treat to watch. What a matchup. Holy crap. What a match this has been, people. What a match. What a match, to say the least. And what is Candice LeRae going for here? Like, I don't trust her with that top turnbuckle. Jesus, take the wheel. Dakota went flying. Dakota Kai just went flying. I'd be going in there for that cover. Yep, she's got it. That's it. And Toni Storm back in this to save Her teammate right there. I think she's looking for it. And it's locked in. But wait, her foot's underneath the rope. Her foot's underneath the rope. But Toni Storm, once again, being an MVP for the team, breaking things up. Again, Dakota Kai, I'm pretty positive her foot was indeed underneath the rope. Referee is not having any of this tonight. And lo and behold, Candice LeRae tagging in Raw's team captain, Nia Jax. We haven't really seen too much from here tonight, to be completely honest, but here we are. Once again, Raw is up 3-2 in terms of their numbers advantage here in this matchup. But will that continue down to 3 against 1? And Dakota Kai eliminated just like that. And Dakota Kai eliminated just like that, people. It is down to Toni Storm, 3-on-1. What a showing from Dakota Kai. If she doesn't win, like, MVP of this matchup, like, maybe alongside Candice LeRae. What is that? Do y'all see that? I see, like, this lighting issue going on in that corner, unless if I'm just losing my ish. No, there's definitely some flickering lights, so just a bit of a disclaimer, and a huge Samoan drop onto Storm. That might be it, people. That might be all she wrote. And Team Raw wins this matchup. Bayley, Candice LeRae, and Nia Jax are the sole survivors, but what a showing we saw from especially Dakota Kai. I think if we had to pick an MVP of this matchup, we'd probably have to go to Dakota Kai, maybe Candice LeRae as well, because Candice LeRae picked up 2... Yeah, I think she got 2 of those 4 eliminations at least. Maybe 3.
Here are your winners.
I mean, you know, anticlimactic, but everybody's embracing each other in brand supremacy right here. Raw 1, NXT 0. I'm not quite sure what to make of this image right here, just in general, but either way, Candice LeRae, Bayley, Naomi, and Nia Jax defeating the team of Dakota Kai, Sasha Banks, Ronda Rousey, and Toni Storm. What a first matchup that we've had, people, and I realize it's been a long one, but it's certainly been a good one. Without further ado, let's continue. Alright, everyone, and here we go. We are back after a crazy first matchup here at Survivor Series. We are giving a little bit of a palate cleanser, I would say. Tag Team Champions versus Tag Team Champions up next. Street Profits, Viking Raiders. We'll see which team will end up on top.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, at a combined weight of 492 pounds, the WWE Tag Team Champions, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, the Street Profits.
And here we go, Street Profits taking on the Viking Raiders here tonight at Survivor Series. Again, we are outside. I mean, you know, these two have definitely are, you know, they're just in the mood. They're just in the mood to just, you know, partied up a little bit. What in the world did I just heard this weird, like, noise outside. I'm getting a little concerned. I've been hearing weird noises all week in my apartment, and I'm convinced it's, like, just me going crazy or something. I don't know at this point, but I heard something weird outside, like it was like a silent boom almost. But either way, we have the Street Profits taking on the Viking Raiders. Champion versus champion matchup, our first of 4. We still have the Intercontinental Champion Pete Dunne taking on Raw's US Champion Shinsuke Nakamura. We also got the Women's Champions at the forefront as well, along with the WWE and NXT champions duking it out later in the evening as well. And of course our 2 other elimination style tag matches. This is just your normal tag team matchup between, of course, the Street Profits and the Viking Raiders. These two have plenty of history. And what a night of action we've had so far, people. That's all I gotta say. What a night.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 552 pounds, the NXT Tag Team Champions, Ivar and Eric, the Viking Raiders.
As a bit of a disclaimer, once again, I might have to, take this into a second part potentially. We're going to find out once it's a little bit more edited down and everything, but I'm going to record this in two settings, and we'll kind of make the verdict once everything's recorded, so just giving y'all a little bit of a disclaimer there. So, it could be a two-parter, it could just be one really long part, but we'll see how things are. But tag team action here tonight, left and right off the bat. We're going to see which tag team will reign supreme. I didn't think the right word I was looking for. Jesus. And again, it's almost 11 o'clock at night, so like I'm getting a little tired and stuff. You could probably assume that's the case. But here we go. Street Profits. We think we got Montez Ford taking on Ivar right away. Ooh, boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. So here we go at the forefront here. We got ourselves a very interesting tag team matchup underway. If you hear something weird in the background, that is probably my rice cooker because it's nearly 11 o'clock at night and the only thing I've had all day to eat has been a bowl of popcorn. But either way, first pinfall attempt right here from Ivar onto Montez Ford. Again, Raw is up 1-0 in a very brutal and a very intense first matchup, to say the least, at Survivor Series. So that's where we're at, people. That is exactly where we are at. We're going to see which brand reigns supreme. And it could always get to the point where, of course, brand supremacy doesn't matter because, it could be like a 4-2 situation or a clean sweep, potentially. We don't know for sure. But we will find out, people. We will find out. And here we go. Angelo Dawkins going right for Ivar. Eric trying to get his partner in for the tag. And holy crap, that lighting situation needs to be, like, fixed in the corner. I am so sorry if you have, like, light sensitivity. I swear to God, like, I play tested and it wasn't an issue, and apparently it's now an issue. Oh, but here we are, people. Here we are. That's where we're at. So what we're gonna do is that I'm gonna at least record the first 4 matches, and if this turns out to just be one part, then just forget about it. But if it's to the point where it's like about 2 hours long at 4 matches in, we might have to like split it up. So just giving you all a heads up. But either way around. Oh, huge shoulder tackle right there. And again, this is very dependent on how the first chunk of matches are going to go, and also, like, by the time I edit this thing down. Just, once we factor out dead air and, like, weird loading screens, like, that sort of thing. Oh, it's on the other corner, too? Like, oh, God. Why? Why do y'all gotta be like this? But yeah, I am taking adequate food breaks and all of that. Just in general. Again, this is kind of meant to be a little bit of a breather sort of match, I would say. Just to cool things down, cleanse the palate after that very intense first matchup. Jesus, take the wheel. That was brutal, people. That was a very brutal, intense matchup that we saw just now. This one's a little bit more just chill. Just in general, it's a little bit more chill, I would argue. No big deal. Ooh, okay, what's on my Steam wish list? Sorry, I just got like an email that was like, something on your Steam wish list is on sale, and I'm like, okay, cool, what's on sale? Oh, Planet Zoo is 25% off, nice. Sorry, I get so distracted, it's like ridiculous. If you haven't figured that out by now. Oh, Jesus, take the wheel. Here we go. Tag made. Eric is in the ring, but of course, right here we have the Street Profits about to hit something going on here. Huge move. What teamwork we are seeing here tonight. Holy crap. What a showing, people. What a showing, to say the least. What a showing. That is all I've got, people. That is all I've got. And Montez Ford going for the cover. Oof. And a huge move right there. Definitely some interesting stuff going on. See what we got here. And the Viking Raiders are definitely bringing it to Street Profits here. And a kick out from Montez Ford at 2. What a night, people. What a night we've been seeing. And the count is going. Here we go. We're at a 4 count, 5 count. Oh, right into the post. Hey, a win's a win, people. A win is a win. And here we go. 2 tag teams just trying to prove who's the best tag team. And holy crap, that poor referee has had a day, to say the least. The poor soul has definitely had a very rough day indeed. But here we go. Looks like the Street Profits are back into this mess. We're into this situation, that sort of thing. And the Street Profits are back in this. A little bit more, I'd say. Definitely a good showing from both teams, I would argue. Oh, and a huge punch from Montez Ford onto Ivar. And Dawkins is in the ring right here. Angelo Dawkins making his way into the ring against Ivar. Again, these two teams have plenty of history with each other. And what in the world just happened? And a huge move from Ivar on the outside of the ring again. A win is a win. Countouts exist in this matchup. Along with our other, the Fatal 4-Way tag match. And I think he just took out the referee on purpose, I'm pretty positive. So that existed, that happened. What is Angelo Dawkins looking for here? I don't like this. Oh, and a huge superplex off the top rope right there from Angelo Dawkins onto Ivar the Viking Raiders. Taking him down to the mat. Very smart strategy, keeping the man grounded. That is a very wise decision. And getting the tag into Montez Ford right here. Again, frequent tags always help. And Angelo Dawkins. Oh, wait, nope. Montez Ford, there we go. Looking for that leg drop and misses with Ivar ducking out of the way right there. My apologies. I was literally looking over at Angelo Dawkins when I was like, oh crap, I'm looking at the wrong corner. It's fine. We're going to be fine. Counter from Ford. And a huge elbow following that up and a huge clothesline. Again, frequent tags, a very smart strategy. Right here, again, there's a reason why both of these two teams are their respective brands is, that's why they're the tag champs on their shows. Working as efficiently as possible, playing it smart. What is Ivar looking for here? Oh, and a huge power bomb right onto Dawkins. And again, if you're hearing a rice cooker in the background, that's because it is a rice cooker, well, cooking in the background. So just giving you all a heads up, I might, let that kind of just chill for a moment. So if you hear, a weird gurgling noise, like that's it. There we go. I think that helped. So that way, we don't have to hear that in the background. We can just hear bubbling water. But here we go. Ivar's back into it, and holy crap, it is cold in here. It is very cold in here, indeed. And a 2 count. And Ivar getting his partner Eric inside the ring right here. Another, again, smart strategy here for the Viking Raiders. Getting again, once again, those frequent tags are going to be key. Or at least just general tags, that sort of thing. And a huge spear from Dawkins onto Eric. Definitely a strong showing right here. Especially from the Street Profits. It's going to be quite interesting to see what happens. And Eric going for the cover. And a kick out from Dawkins. Again, if I sound tired, that's just because I'm waiting for food to finish up cooking because priorities. So there you have it. Again, I'm going to record the first 4 matches. We're going to see where we're at, and we're going to gauge if we need a second part of this or not. Because, again, I don't want to take over or a cross-branded show that's like over 3 hours. I think that's fair. And again, if we're getting longer content, I'd rather it be at a cross-brand event than anything. But here we are. But either way, the Street Profits are actually having a very strong showing here tonight. Just in general, they've been dominating a good chunk of this matchup. Oh, and a huge counter from Eric. And a punch onto Dawkins. Tagging in both teams again. Ford and Ivar are back inside the ring right here. And a huge spinning kick. Could this be the opening that the Viking Raiders need? And Ford kicks out. What a showing right there. Definitely a reason why both of this match alone is the reason why they're both the tag team champions of their respective brands, to say the least. And a counter from Ford once again, a very quick man right there, just in general. Using his quickness against the strength of the Viking Raiders, just period. And the Viking Raiders, it's a 2-on-1 situation for the time being. A whole just slew of punches right there. But what is he looking for here? Okay, a back suplex. Right. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens between these two teams. Could this be the opening? And Ivar counters. It's getting to be a little bit more back and forth. The Street Profits, they're taunting as much as they can, but here we are. Here we are indeed. And here we go. And Ivar trying to take down Montez Ford right here. Oh! What is this man doing? Oh, and a huge sunset flip power bomb onto the outside, and I am in pain just watching that. I am very much in pain watching that. Oh, God. What a showing that we've seen from both of these teams. What a night. What a night of just tag team action in general and just action in general. Like, let's be real. And the tag into Dawkins right here. I think this could be it. Could this be the opening that they need? Possibly. And Dawkins is in this matchup next. Going for the cover after that sharp punch right there. Oh, and that was a very close count right there. That was a very close count, but the Viking Raiders are still somehow into this match. And what a showing indeed. Holy crap. Oh, and a huge pile driver type of move, I would say, right? Pile driver? That sounds about right. And Ivar going for the cover. And the match is saved by Montez Ford once again. Once again. There we go. What a night, people. What a night that we've had so far. And again, like I mentioned before, we're going to see where we're at after like 3 or 4 matches. Just, you know, to start the editing process and so on and so forth. But it looks like Ivar is looking for this move once again. And a huge pile driver onto Angelo Dawkins. Why don't these fine folks pull them back into their own corners? That would be a great strategy, you know? Just in general, just a helpful hint. And Ivar definitely looking exhausted. I'd probably recommend by this point, like I have no proper training or anything like that, but I'd probably say it'd be a good time right about now to get your tag team partner involved in this. Just throwing that out there. Oh, counter from Dawkins. Counter from Ivar. And a snapmare takedown followed by a huge kick, but Dawkins gets right back up. Going for a huge flurry of punches right there. And a huge drop kick. The Street Profits are slowly but surely getting back into this match. Ivar slowing the pace down. Counter from Dawkins. Very smart strategy right there. Very much a back and forth affair right here. And the ref is down again. Welp. Oh god, the hang time on that, the air time on that. That was kind of unreal, I'm not gonna lie. And it looks like everybody's finally getting smart and putting people in their corners. And the tag is into Eric. A huge tag move right there from the Viking Raiders. And Eric is in for the Viking Raiders right here. And Dawkins is back in. And the Street Profits picking up a huge win over the Viking Raiders. Raw officially up 2-0 now. What a match. What a match. What do we got going on here? What? What are we seeing? People, the Street Profits won, so Raw is officially up 2-0 if you're keeping track at home. But it looks like we may or may not be seeing the implosion of the Viking Raiders. What? Holy crap. What is next for the Viking Raiders? They're still the NXT Tag Team Champions. I don't know if they're on thin ice or whatever. But either way around, NXT is down just 2-zip to Raw right now, and there are still 5 matches on the card. So they've got to win probably at least 4 out of the 4 out of 5 that are left on the table. So without further ado, let's continue on with the next match, shall we? I think so, but for right now, we're just left with this image with the Viking Raiders. They're not on. They're on thin ice, to say the least. Alright everyone, and we are on to our next matchup right here. And it is none other than Shinsuke Nakamura, Pete Dunne. These two will be in action coming up right here. This is a matchup that so many of us want to see, myself included. The Battle of Strong Styles. Alright, somebody get on that for marketing. I want to cut to the royalties.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Kyoto, Japan. Weighing in at 220 pounds, the WWE United States Champion. He is the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura.
Also, if you heard echoing just now, that was because I forgot to mute my television, so just letting y'all know about that. Okay, that actually looks cool. Like, not as cool as if it was like all dark or whatever, but it's still kind of cool, just given the aesthetic that we got going on here. But anyway, around the Battle of Strong Styles here. Shinsuke Nakamura and Pete Dunne. Shinsuke Nakamura, of course, Raw's United States Champion. Pete Dunne is the NXT Intercontinental Champion. It's going to be quite an interesting battle between these two here tonight that I'm quite excited about. Okay, even his Trons look good on the stage, like what this said. Not everyone's have come out okay, but here we are. I'm excited for this.
And his opponent from Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, the Intercontinental Champion, the Bruiserweight, Pete Dunne.
So, full disclaimer, I have been recording Takeover / Survivor Series. I keep thinking it's like a Takeover, but it's not our Takeover, but it's just Survivor Series. And like, I've had to record this. This is my second sitting now. Maybe my third, because I literally had to... I had to take a break after that very first matchup, and you'll find out why if you haven't already, if you made it to this far. And so, full disclaimer, after about maybe like one more match, I'm going to decide whether or not that we're going to have, like, 2 parts to this. And so if there is a second part, then I'll let y'all know at the beginning of that one or at the end of this one. I don't know. Probably at the beginning of the next part if we do go on to a second part, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. Alright, here we go. Shinsuke Nakamura, Pete Dunne. Full disclaimer, let's just say that if I included what happened when I tried to record the last matchup, y'all would have been throwing potatoes at me or something. But Shinsuke Nakamura getting the upper hand right away, that is a very wise strategy from the artist. Pete Dunne counters. Oh, and a huge backstabber right onto Nakamura. What does the Bruiserweight have in mind here? But here we go, the artist versus the Bruiserweight. Strong style versus strong style. It's gonna just get your popcorn, people. Just get your popcorn. But yeah, full disclaimer, if we do go to a second part, it probably won't be announced on anything else other than social media. Because I have to take a look at where we're at in terms of how long the first few matches have been. And that's not sure. Oh my god! And Shinsuke Nakamura sending Pete Dunne onto the outside. Like I was saying, I don't know how long this first little bit is going to be. We're only into match number 3. So just giving y'all a full disclaimer there. Oh! And he misses the commentary table. Oh, and huge counter from Nakamura. That was a very delayed reaction. Oh, and a huge running knee from Nakamura. Referee's at a 2 count. Yo, that's what I was trying to do. Oh, I love this game. Oh, huge kick right down onto the mat. Pete Dunne not, just trying to get back onto his feet. Smart strategy. Another backstabber. Oh! Counter from Dunne. Again, we got the Bruiserweight versus the artist known as Shinsuke Nakamura. United States Champion from Raw, Shinsuke Nakamura taking on Intercontinental Champion Pete Dunne. This is a matchup that many of us want to see, myself included. The Battle of Strong Styles. Oh! Oh, and a counter from Dunne. Oh! Oh boy, I don't like this. Oh god, right to the back of the head. Just slowing the pace down, very smart strategy from Pete Dunne, just targeting any and all limbs that he can, you know, get a hold of. That's just his style. That is just genuinely his style. Oh god. And this is what Pete Dunne needs to do. He needs to slow down the pace. Oh god. And again, full disclaimer, I had to take a break. I literally, like, needed to take a break last night because I was recording this series late last night, like I probably should not be doing, even though I keep telling myself I'm not going to do it, I still do it anyway. But I got a cup of coffee, and then you know what, we're doing alright, so I might make one more cup of coffee to finish recording this, hopefully today. But here we are, Pete Dunne taking on Shinsuke Nakamura. Oh, the referee almost got hit right there. Oh, and a huge German right onto Pete Dunne. Y'all, this is going to be quite the matchup if I've ever seen one. And Nakamura going for the first cover. And Pete Dunne kicking out at 1. Oh! Oh, and Nakamura's got the armbar locked right in. And Pete Dunne escaping the hold. Following that up with a huge kick. Nakamura's back onto his feet. Oh, and Pete Dunne with a counter with a clothesline. Here we go, people. Again, Pete Dunne knowing that he has to slow things down, as we have just seen why he has to slow things down, to say the least. So yeah, as always, get comfy and cozy. Get your choice of beverage. We've got ourselves a very interesting show about to unfold, to say the least. So there y'all have it. What is this man going for here? Jesus, take the wheel. When? How? And a 2 count. Oh, right over the top rope. Right over the top rope. Right there from Shinsuke onto Dunne. Right there. Huge counter right there from Pete Dunne. Getting back inside the ring. These two know that, like, ideally that they should not want to, like, have shenanigans happen. But yeah, if you would have seen the first take of this, oh my god. I was salty. Anyway, I'm all fired up. I got caffeine in my system and I got some sleep so I don't sound as defeated and exhausted. Oh, counter. Another counter. Oh, counter again. Oh. Might be looking for something here. Oh, and he hits it. And Pete Dunne hits it right there. Could this be it? And Pete Dunne picking up the first win for Team NXT here tonight. What a showing. What a matchup we just saw, people. And Shinsuke Nakamura right back onto his feet. Shaking the hand of Pete Dunne. This is what we like to see, people. This is exactly what we like to see here. What a matchup that we just saw here, and a great sign of respect, a nice showing of respect, I should say, between the Bruiserweight and the artist, Shinsuke Nakamura. Of course, showing a sign of respect for Pete Dunne here tonight. Definitely one to remember. Let's keep this momentum going, people. Let's keep it going. Alright everyone, here we go. I apologize for the very slight delay there. I was like just staring off into space for a second, but hey, at least I own up to that. But either way around, here we go people, here we go. Huge Fatal 4-Way Elimination Tag Team matchup, Raw versus NXT versus NXT. Basically, we've kind of decided that the tag team division just could not get along whatsoever, so there's that.
Fatal 4-way tag team match.
Elimination style, Greg Hamilton.
At a combined weight of 620 pounds, Razor and Akam, AOP.
So yeah, Fatal 4-Way Elimination style matchup, but here's the kicker. Essentially, both members got to get eliminated. So for example, if, say, the New Day takes out, or eliminates, I should say, like Akam, for example, Razor's still got to go through the rest of the pack. So, every team for themselves, no alliances other than your own teammates. That's just where we're at, people. That is just where we are at. But AOP coming in here, of course, they took out the B team just to get a spot in this matchup, at least for the Raw side of things. And quite frankly, this is a crazy matchup that I think we would want to see some sort of concoction of any of these teams once, you know, of course, we see who else is in this matchup. AOP waiting on their first team. Alright, Biggie.
Be sour. Clap for your longest reigning tag champs and feel the power.
And it is a new day. Yes, it is the New Day on their way down to the ring. We're going to see who represents the team. And it is none other than Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston to represent the New Day this time around. Normally we would see Big E and Xavier Woods, but I guess I decided to switch things up.
Opponents first, at a combined weight of 417 pounds, Kofi Kingston and Xavier Woods, the New Day.
Always a treat indeed to see the New Day in action. Just like how much of a treat it is for those pancakes. And now I really want some pancakes. I haven't used my waffle maker in like quite some time, so maybe I'll do that today. I have my priorities straight, I swear to God. But again, like I mentioned before, and it's looking like it's going to be the case, but we might have to split up Survivor Series into 2 parts, just kind of based off of where we're going. So that's just where we're at, people. That is just where we're at. But if not, just disregard that. We're going to make that determination after this matchup. So, just letting y'all know about that. Letting y'all know about that ahead of time. No big deal. Not a big deal at all. The New Day, AOP, they are both out right here. And the Undisputed Era coming out to the ring right here tonight. Being represented from...
Making their way to the ring.
I can't talk.
Of 397 pounds, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Undisputed Era.
Well, Greg Hamilton said that perfectly. Of course, Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly, they are representing the Undisputed Era. Adam Cole will be representing part of Team Raw later on tonight. And the men's Survivor Series team, of course, had some interesting developments unfold with that match too. So yeah, that happened. Dolph Ziggler got injured. They needed a new person, and Adam Cole, well, he showed up during the Undisputed Era's tag match against the New Day, and he basically was like, yeah, I'm in this match. That was pretty much what happened. Like, I think that says a lot. That just genuinely says a lot. But the Undisputed Era, of course, New Day picking up a huge win against Undisputed Era this past week on NXT. AOP taking up the B team before the B team's matchup against this next and final team coming out in just a moment. None other than Moustache Mountain, of course. So again, Fatal 4-Way here. Get your snacks ready to go. This is going to be a fun matchup to watch. If you hear any clicking in the background, that's just my pen because I get distracted easily. There's no other way around it.
And their opponents, at a combined weight of 391 pounds, Tyler Bate and Trent Seven, Moustache Mountain.
So Moustache Mountain was not originally in this matchup. However, because of the fact that, well, their comrades in Breezango, they got attacked and were taken out of action by Gallows and Anderson a couple of episodes ago. There was a matchup to determine who would fill in that vacancy, and well, they defeated Gallows and Anderson to get their spot in this matchup. And of course, they also have a win over AOP. So both NXT teams have some wins under their belts. NXT is still down 2-1 with Pete Dunne winning. Now will Moustache Mountain or the New Day be able to reclaim and tie things up here? We're gonna find out! So as per usual, just get your snacks, get your choice of beverage. This is going to be quite an interesting matchup to say the least. And I'm excited, you should be excited too. Again, lots of these different concoctions could be potential dream matches, and we've seen some of them already. But, here we go. We got a Fatal 4-Way Elimination style tag team match about to go underway here. So here we go, Tornado style. That's just how it's kind of going. We have Moustache Mountain, Undisputed Era, New Day, and of course AOP. Again, to reiterate the rules, the last team standing will indeed win the matchup, and I mean that. For example, like I mentioned earlier, oh, yep, referee's down already. That didn't take long. That didn't take long at all. For example, say Moustache Mountain, they win, they have one elimination on their team. I literally just use them as an example because I just saw Tyler Bate. So say, for example, like Trent Seven gets eliminated, but Tyler Bate pins everybody else in this matchup. Moustache Mountain still wins because Tyler Bate's still in the matchup. So you gotta get both members of the team eliminated, not just one. Gotta get both out. So in total, at the very least, there should be at least 6 eliminations. And I say that if, say for example, AOP, they eliminate everybody, but both of their members are still in this, then that's how they would win, if they eliminate everyone else. So really, you'd want to create some alliances with some of these teams. And it's hard to say who's going after whom, because everybody's going after each other at this point. That's just kind of where the cookie's crumbling. But NXT still down 2-1. Of course, Raw won the first 2 matchups and the tag team matchups. And then, of course, NXT won in terms of the last match that we just saw between Pete Dunne and Shinsuke Nakamura, with that very delightful sportsmanship type ending, and I am here for that. We need some sportsmanship, sportspersonship in this realm. Alright, who's out of the matchup? I think it might be... Okay, can you, like, pan the camera over just a little bit so I can actually see something? That'd be fantastic. Okay, well, one member of AOP is out. It looks like... Yep, okay. Looks like Kyle O'Reilly's out. So Kyle O'Reilly and one of the AOP members. I was gonna have the nameplate tag things on, but that clearly did not happen. Kofi Kingston going right for Trent Seven. We got... No, wait, that's Bobby... Okay, wait, Kyle O'Reilly's back in this match. Okay, cool. Everybody's back in this matchup. Okay, we're onto something. I'm like, who's in this matchup? I'm only kidding, but... It's going to be interesting because Kofi Kingston we haven't seen too much of, just because he's been trying to get some traction in the singles division with the world title picture, the Intercontinental Championship picture, that sort of thing. But of course, you know, gotta switch things up. Every now and then, keep things fresh. It looks like Trent Seven's now on the outside of the ring, leaving Tyler Bate to his own devices. But Tyler Bate, of course, the first ever UK champion. He can hold his own in there. He's got this. And of course, if there is a slight bias, that's just because of the fact that we have NXT versus Raw, and we primarily focus in on, well, NXT. So that happened. Either way around. It looks like AOP and the New Day are kind of are on the offense right now primarily, but mainly the New Day, I would say, which that would make sense. That would genuinely make some sense. But here we go, people. Here we go. 4 incredible tag teams from both brands right here. Oh, huge move right there from Bobby Fish onto Tyler Bate. Xavier Woods trying to get some momentum going on for his team. It looks like Kyle O'Reilly's on the outside of the ring now. Oh, and a huge double knee from Kofi Kingston onto Trent Seven. Oh, and another huge move from Xavier Woods onto Bobby Fish. Every team for themselves, even as we've seen right here. Alright, it looks like Kofi might be out. Yep, Kofi's out onto the outside right here. Alright, somebody was trying to go for a pinfall. Okay, no, we're figuring this out. It's fine. Everything's gonna be just fine. Everything's fine! Flames all around. Oh, huge move right there from Kyle O'Reilly. Very smart strategy. If I were these teams, I'd probably try to take out AOP first, just because, well, they're big dudes. Just in general. And Tyler Bate is trying to slow things down for AOP. That is a wise strategy. But of course, Kofi Kingston just trying to take out everybody, which is also not a bad... That's not bad either. Okay, I'm not sure what was going on in that corner over there, but here we are. Looks like everybody's back inside the ring. The referee needs to get out of the way. Like, if I were that referee, I'd be, like, going for that other corner or something, or just, like, standing outside the ring. And it looks like we got our first pinfall attempt on Bobby Fish, and Fish kicks out at 2. Again, we're trying hard to keep track of everybody. That's where we're at right here. Looks like Kyle O'Reilly is looking for something here. Oh, God! And into the cover on Kofi Kingston. Why is there a rope break? I didn't think there were rope breaks in this matchup, but here we are, Tyler Bate on the outside of the ring. It looks like another pinfall attempt from Xavier Woods onto AOP. Oh, what's going on here? Y'all, I can't see anything. Alright, we got our first elimination. One half of AOP, Akam, is out, so now I can actually label everyone correctly. Finally, I'm only kidding. So it looks like Razor is the last one in for AOP. So this is where, say for example, if Razor somehow makes it out of this, well, you can win the match and be the only team member left for your team. But Akam is out of the match, but it looks like Kyle O'Reilly is outside the ring now, but Bobby Fish has that heel hook locked in. Will Razor tap out, or will he somehow power through this mover? And AOP is officially out of this matchup. It looks like we got two teams from NXT still in full fashion. We still got two teams from Raw in full. We got one team from Raw in full fashion. Oh my goodness! All right, I take back what I just said. We are down to both members of Undisputed Era still left, and the New Day still left in there, and Trent Seven from Moustache Mountain is still in there. So we are down to 5 people. We've had 3 quick eliminations, people. We've had 3 very, very quick eliminations so far. Again, if we do go to a second part, then, like, we'll leave it at that. So it might be a little bit more abrupt, that sort of thing. But if we don't, that's fine too, but we'll make that determination after this. Oh! What's Kyle O'Reilly doing? Oh my god, this man is not letting up whatsoever on Xavier Woods. Holy crap. Undisputed Era just cleaning house right here. What is Kyle O'Reilly going for? Oh, and it looks like Trent Seven stopping him in his tracks. Smart strategy right there. But going after Bobby Fish, again, any eliminations are going to help out. And Kyle O'Reilly just whiffs it on that dropkick. Oh! Alright, not sure what happened there. But here we go, Undisputed Era, the only full team in this matchup. It looks like Xavier Woods is back into this right here. Germans following up by a huge move right there from Trent Seven. Oh, oh! Oh, and Kofi hits it. And we are down to the New Day and Undisputed Era, one team apiece. Wait, why isn't Kofi helping?
Xavier Woods has been eliminated.
Holy crap, Kofi Kingston did not help Xavier Woods right there. People, can we take a moment to talk about this? Kofi Kingston 2-on-1 against the Undisputed Era's Bobby Fish and Kyle O'Reilly right here tonight. Can we talk about what just happened? Kofi did not help out his partner. Can we take a moment to talk about this? Oh, and I think he's got it locked in. He's got it locked in. Wait, why did Bobby Fish break that up? There's a lot to unpack with what we just saw, people. So, why did Bobby Fish break up that submission hold that Kyle O'Reilly had locked on to Kofi Kingston? But why did Kofi Kingston just not help out Xavier Woods? I've got more questions than I've got answers, people. That is just where we are at. That's all I got, people. That's all I got. And Kofi Kingston going for the cover. Can Kofi Kingston overcome these obstacles at a 1 count? And Kofi Kingston versus Undisputed Era, Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly. But it looks like Bobby Fish has got this hold on to Kofi Kingston. Can Kofi Kingston hang in there, or will he tap out? Will Kofi survive? And he does. Again, Kofi Kingston, a former WWE champion, onto his on his own, just in his own right. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I'm like, what am I thinking? Oh, and Kofi kips right up. Oh my God, Kofi Kingston trying to defy all the odds to get the win for his team and also for NXT as well. He's got an opening here, and Kofi goes for the cover. Kyle O'Reilly's on the outside of the ring. Oh, and so close to evening things up here. Kofi freaking Kingston. That is all. That's all you need to know about this matchup. Again, it's pretty much down to one-on-one right here between Bobby Fish and Kofi Kingston. I think he might be looking for it again. And Bobby Fish has that heel hook in once again, or heel hold rather. We're going to see what happens. Can Kofi power out? And he does. Kofi surviving another one of those moves right there. Oh, and a counter. Taking down Kyle O'Reilly right there. Oh! Oh my God, Kofi freaking Kingston. What is this man up to today? Y'all, this has got to be... Oh! And he hits it. Kofi Kingston hits it right here. Kofi freaking Kingston, people. Kofi freaking Kingston. And he kicks out. And he kicks out. He kicks out. But Kofi Kingston, this man. Oh, and Bobby Fish hitting a German suplex. What an end! What a last stretch of this matchup this has been. This has been quite a treat to watch. Kofi freaking Kingston. That is all that's all. Oh, and I think he's got it locked back in. I think he's got it locked in again. But Kofi Kingston Somehow getting out of that maneuver right there, Hurricane Run onto Bobby Fish. Somehow Kofi is in this still, and just, my God. By God. Oh, and a huge kick right to Bobby Fish. Kofi's trying to figure out which way to go. I think he's going for Bobby Fish. No. Oh, huge clothesline. Lariat from... Oh, and he misses. Kofi counters. Bobby Fish looking for something here. Oh, and a huge back body drop from Bobby Fish onto Kofi Kingston. Oh my God, what is this man doing? I thought it was a no disqualification type of situation. What is this man doing? He's bringing a kendo stick. This man is bringing in a kendo stick. Undisputed Era is getting real fed up with Kofi Kingston, so they've got to resort to cheap tactics. That sounds about on brand if I've ever seen anything on brand. Oh. Kyle O'Reilly. Oh, and Kofi counters. Oh, but he's going for something here. Oh, that was right on the kendo stick. Oh, okay, I think that was once again on the kendo stick. Oh, God. Those were all on that kendo stick. That was all on the kendo stick in Undisputed Era, trying to pick up the pieces, but Kofi Kingston, so much fight left in him. Jesus, take the wheel. Kofi freaking Kingston. That is all, people. That's all. That's all I got. just Kofi freaking Kingston. We've had some MVPs in these matchups, but I think Kofi really deserves one right here, win or lose. Good Lord. Very wise strategy. Kofi going to the outside of the ring, onto that apron right there. What? I can't tell if that was a miscalculation or whatever, but what are we witnessing here? Oh, and Bobby Fish, just huge move right there to Kofi on the outside. Kofi counters. Jesus, Kofi, how much longer can you stay in this? I gotta give you all the brownie points in the world just for this moment, and I don't care what anybody says. Oh, and he hits it! The Trouble in Paradise. Can Kofi even up the odds right here? Possibly. What? And Kofi eliminates Bobby Fish. Is down to Kyle O'Reilly and Kofi freaking Kingston. Kofi freaking Kingston right here. Huge series of kicks between... We're down to Kyle O'Reilly and Kofi Kingston. Huge drop kick right onto O'Reilly right there. But O'Reilly did not help out his partner. Could this be a bit of a fracture or a sign of things to come for Undisputed Era? I can't tell. I really can't. Holy crap. There's a lot to unpack in this match. There is really a lot to unpack in this matchup, but by God, what a match that we're seeing right here. Oh, and a huge suplex right into the pin. And the Undisputed Era still picks up a win. But Kofi freaking Kingston. That is all I've got to say. Kofi Kingston. Just holy crap. And Kyle O'Reilly stops what could have potentially been the biggest comeback story of tonight so far. What a matchup. Raw is up 3-1. We still got a couple more matchups about to, take place right here. We got our 2 champion versus champion matchups still left, and the men's elimination matchup as well. So we're at 3-1 here at Survivor Series, but Kofi freaking Kingston. There were some fractures there. There were fractures there. We all saw the fractures within Undisputed Era. Maybe some simple miscalculations or fractures within the team. Who knows, but Undisputed Era picking up a huge win here tonight. And so, like I mentioned beforehand, I don't know how long this video is or is not, but if we're going into a part 2 for Survivor Series, then this is where we're going to cut it off for right here. But if not, just keep going. Just disregard what I just said. So there you have it. Either way around, we are about halfway through the show. I'm excited. You all should be excited as well. So we just saw one heck of a tag team matchup right here. What a story I'm still mind blown just from what we just saw. That is all I've got to say. So hopefully y'all are enjoying the show thus far. And again, if this is the cutoff point for part 1, then so be it. But if not, just disregard that. So without further ado, let's keep the action going.